Alright, g'day fellas. Today we are going to be showing off a brand new build. This one is a fire arrow, so we got to put on our buff. Well, fire arrow explosion build with a little bit of like rain of arrows mixed in there for a bit of clear. So let's just show off the combat real quick so you guys get the idea. We'll just go here. So it's pretty much you just use your basic attacks with your imbuement on. You can use ignite on tougher enemies like bosses and stuff to shred their fire resist. But you just pretty much auto attack, and explosions have a chance to trigger, which do really reasonable damage. As you can see, very chill, very fun. This build could get super strong with attack speed and better gear. I actually have a really cool bow that I want to try with this build, but I need a better version of it. So I'll show you guys that in the gear section of the video. But as you can see, it's very easy to play. You know, boom, explosions. So yeah, this is the kind of similar to the lightning archer build I made, except with fire explosions instead of lightning explosions. And as you can see, even like those elite mobs, the burn damage is quite nice. We do want to stack like ailment power for this build, which is just going to increase the damage of our burns and whatnot. But let's get to it and sort of show off the build. You will notice I've got Rage here. Rage is so good for any auto attack builds for the attack speed. Alright, let's head to town. And we'll get right into it. So, what are we doing? We are auto attacking with our primary attack. We are using ignite on tough enemies that we need more damage on, so bosses and things. I don't usually use it unless I'm fighting a boss. We've got rain of arrows just for some AoE clear if there's like shitloads of enemies on screen and you want to try and proc more burn damage, because this will proc the burns as well. Earth enchantment, it's just a big damage buff. And we do have a Ring of Flame, just 1 point in it for a little bit of move speed. Alright, so let's get into the setup. So starting off in our core tree, we are going to dump 17 points into our primary attack, okay? So here is the primary attack. I start off with the volley points because I like the extra arrows. I get the tailwind for the pierce. Fire explosion is obvious why we do that. And onslaught for the rage. Okay. So that's pretty self-explanatory, I would hope. As you can see, 1586 damage just with the basic attack, which is very nice. Okay, and then we'll head over into the first tree, which is Earth. So you don't really invest many points into the Earth tree until you've gotten to level 2 and level 3. I would recommend getting to level 3 as fast as possible in the Earth tree. So you can do that by level 11 in the campaign. As long as you fight the big red crystal area, you'll get extra divinity points so that you can get to combustion ASAP. So starting off here, we'll go Earth Enchantment. I have maxed it out. I didn't max it out right at the start. I just grabbed, Earth Enchantment and Fire Imbuement. I only had 1 point in Fire Imbuement and 5 in Earth Enchantment. So I think that's about level 13 or 14. But I have more points now, so I maxed it out to get the more damage. Okay. So just toggle this on that's what's going to change arrows to fire. Coming over here, the next one I would be hoping to go for would be combustion. 36% increased fire damage. When you kill a burning enemy, you have a 25% chance to cause an explosion, dealing 86 fire damage in a 2.9 meter radius. This is actually a 35% chance because if you look in the feats, chance, 10% chance for explosions. Okay. So, and then we've got more 50% more damage, but a little bit less radius. Not too big of a deal. All right, then we'll head over to our ignite. So ignite, we've just gone up to 10, level 9, sorry. We've got the ignited enemies have 25% less fire resistance. This is why we use it for bosses. It helps a lot. And flame burst, when directly using a skill, deals 39 fire damage to the target with 100% ailment chance. So it will put a burn on it. Okay. Then we can throw 1 point in here. With the you can put the point anywhere you want. I just put it there. But yep, we do that. We come back over here and we want to get this one maxed out. All right, Earth Affliction. Ailment amount, ailment power. We want our burns to be as potent as possible. So get this one done. It also has great ailment chance and ailment power here as well. Then we move over here. You don't need to max this out at the start. You could just go to level 6 and grab the increased weapon damage. But once you've got spare points, max it out because fire damage is great. And grab the extra area. All right. Moving on to warfare. So warfare, we are going to be starting off by maxing out weapon proficiency. Now you can put points in this at the start if you haven't got enough points to do the earth stuff, right? Because you can't even start it until you get up here. You can put this in right at the start. All right, you could do the core skill, then do this. That's fine. However many points you have, you deal with it the best way for you. But this is a great node. Way more weapon damage and attack speed. Attack speed is great for this build. Obviously, you know, when we're attacking, there is a chance we don't fire multiple arrows. So the faster we're attacking, the more chance we got of firing off multiple arrows. And the more arrows we shoot, more chance of explosions. Okay. So max this bad boy out. Get the ailment chance. Get the 8% attack speed. We really do want to get attack speed everywhere we can on our gear, anywhere. Okay. Moving on up, we will grab this battle rage. Increased damage, 80% increased rage effect. Then we get on kill, you have a 50% chance to gain 3 rage and plus 3 to your maximum rage amount, which is very good because we get more attack speed per point of rage we have. So increasing the amount of rage we have just increases the amount of attack speed we can get. So definitely this is a no-brainer. Make sure to go for this. Then we go over to the active side and we will get Rain of Arrows. This skill, multiple waves of arrows rain from the sky around the target location, dealing 78% weapon damage in a 5-meter radius every 0.6 seconds for 3 waves of arrows. Okay. Consume Overwhelm, consuming full Overwhelm for 150% more damage. So when you do have Overwhelm stacks, just pop this off for some really nice AoE damage. Enhanced Ailment, just more damage. Okay, so I think that is everything in the earth and the fire that I can see. Yep, we have, and we've done the core skills. Let's move on now to our attributes. Attributes, I would just go all in might. If you want, you could put like some into vigor as well. Like, you know, maybe 30% to vigor, the rest into might. However you feel, like if you want more tankiness, go into vigor. If you just want to keep going for damage, go might. And that's it. Like, simple as that. Okay. Now, gear, I haven't really gotten much good gear. You know, I'm wearing this bow. It has attack speed on it. I'll just mouse over the stuff I've got. There's no real good attack speed stuff that I've got. Which is which means there's a lot of room for improvement on this build. But one thing I do want to show you guys is I did find this bow, but I found it at a low level. This bow right here. I kind of want a good version of this bow. Hitting an enemy with our primary attack has a chance of causing an explosion. Yeah, so keep a lookout. You never know what you might find. You might find something good. And for anyone interested, these are the other purple items in my bank currently. Just if you're wondering what sort of stats you can find on gear, then there you go. Just a quick little look. All right. Okay. So that would be about it, I think. If you do like these build guides, I do them for multiple games. We've obviously got Last Epoch coming up at the end of this month. I will be going absolutely nuts on that like I did last season. So expect, you know, 10 to 20 builds within the first 2 weeks in Last Epoch. We are going to be going absolutely ham. I will be releasing my starter build and stuff on my Discord for Last Epoch when the new season is launching on my Discord, so make sure to go into the description, check out what we're doing there. We'll also be doing some theory crafting in the Discord. I'll be sitting there, and maybe if you have a build idea you want to do for Last Epoch in particular for the new season and you want some help designing the build, we do all that sort of stuff over there. Okay, so like, subscribe, join the Discord, and until next time, peace.